All right, guys, welcome to the Lifevantage opportunity. Here we are going to be venturing higher together. I am so excited to be doing this opportunity meeting for each and every one of you. My name is Jessica Crate, and I am a Pro 6 in Lifevantage, and definitely excited to be here today. I'm going to give you a little bit of my story and then share with you really what we have our hands on and how you can take advantage of it. So let's jump into it. A little bit of my story. I'm a former elite athlete, was a marathon runner, a triathlete. We did medical device sales and pharmaceuticals before venturing into the healthcare realm. And we'll get to that in a minute. But if any of you have ever done a marathon, you know it's 26.2 miles. So this is my story. This is really what woke me up to the Lifevantage opportunity and helped me realize just really what we have our hands on. So you can see on the left, the one in the boot is me. And I'd fractured my foot in the Boston Marathon. The picture on the right shows me getting my foot bandaged, wrapped up, and sitting in a wheelchair at the post-race ceremonies. I did finish the Boston Marathon on a broken foot, fractured it at mile 14, and obviously didn't do anything good to my foot by running an extra 12 and a half miles. But you know, when I did cross the finish line, that adrenaline left my body, the pain rushed in, and I was rushed to the medical tent. And sitting there in the medical tent, realizing that my dream to go to the Olympics was shattered, as well as my foot, really just said, hey, what are you doing with your life, Jess? You know, what you need to have some sort of prevention component. How are you preventing injury? Are you going to be able to sustain this injury? How are you going to recover faster? And so fortunately for me, a gentleman came back around and shared a video that I will share with you in a couple minutes here. And I watched this ABC primetime news report and I said, wow, this is something that I need to understand and I needed to be on yesterday. So the technology that you guys are going to hear about tonight is none other than a revolutionary technology, also in the health and wellness realm. Lifevantage as a company is at the forefront of nutrigenomics. So we'll get to that in a second. I jumped on this product and the technology all natural in 2011. And in less than a couple months, I was back racing. I won the Gasparilla half marathon, set a record, and came back to win a triathlon, re-qualify for the New York City Marathon, and had back-to-back wins. I recovered in about half the time my therapist said I would. So not only did the recovery enhance with me, but I saw my performance just skyrocket, being able to reduce inflammation in my body and to be able to sleep deeper at night, wake up feeling more refreshed, have more energy, more mental clarity and focus, just really helped me to rebound and perform better in athletics. On the flip side, you're going to hear thousands of testimonials of people from all walks of life, sickness, disease, to performance and athletic. Because you know what, guys, you don't have to be an athlete to take this product. But, you know, as Bill Bowerman says with Nike, if you have a body, you are an athlete. So treat your body as such. Our body is what gets us through life. So make sure that your body is fueled to its optimal potential. And that's why we're here today, to help you truly look, feel, and live better. So let's jump into it. Why are we so excited? As you can see, I'm excited because not only am I recovering better, I'm sleeping better, I'm racing stronger, and I now am in the healthiest state I've ever been, injury-free for 5 years. So that's exciting for me. But why should you be excited? Well, let me show you. So this video that you guys are about to see is what I saw back in 2011. It actually aired in 2005. It's an ABC primetime investigative news report. And it's probably the only positive one I've ever seen. And so watch this video, and when you watch it, think about not only the opportunity, but the income potential if you're first to know about it. And then think about the people that you know that don't know about this yet. Here we go.
You want to get an edge on turning back the clock with just a few pills? Who doesn't? Well, it's no longer science fiction, but science possibility, a potential breakthrough. As I found out firsthand, there may be a way to erase years, at least inside my body. Granted, it's down the road, but some scientists are wondering if a new pill I took might offer a very long life. It may not look like the fountain of youth, but inside this nondescript building, I'm about to become part of an exciting experiment, a kind of guinea pig. Dr. McCord, okay. I'm here at the University of Colorado in Denver to meet Dr. Joe McCord, a world-renowned scientist. This is a pretty exciting stuff you're finding, huh?
It is. We're very excited about it.
His latest research could very well unravel the mystery of aging itself. And his decades of experiments may have the potential of adding years to people's lives and possibly prevent chronic diseases like cancer, diabetes, and heart disease. It all centers around this small yellow pill, and for me, it begins with a blood test.
Can you scoop? Yeah, there we go.
It wouldn't be the first time I've given blood for this company. They want to check my levels of something called T-bars, which is a rough indicator of a person's actual age. T-bars can identify a condition known as oxidative stress, a kind of measure of the wear and tear on our bodies. Oxidative stress, like the rusting of an engine, is not a good thing.
Bad for the body,
Leading to disease.
leading to disease and leading to malfunction, and importantly, leading to what we call aging. It is a slow progression of increasing oxidative stress. That's the main characteristic biochemically of the aging process.
The problem of aging begins with the very food we eat to give us energy. As our cells burn that food, they also release toxic chemicals. Those chemicals, you may know them as free radicals, react with all the components of our cells, literally bombarding them millions of times per second, damaging all our cells. The result? Oxidative stress, and we all have it. The body fights back with a system of defenses. It makes two antioxidant enzymes, catalase and SOD, whose job is to gobble up the free radicals before they can harm our cells. So, doctor, how often do I take these? And so, here I go. With that swallow, I've just become part of a potentially landmark scientific experiment. Doesn't taste bad. It's called Protandim, and tests on both mice and humans have already shown that it revs up the manufacture of those good enzymes in our bodies. More enzymes, fewer free radicals to harm us.
Right now, all we know is that this preparation decreases oxidative stress. Oxidative stress is not a disease, just like aging is not in itself a disease, but it's something that accompanies and is attached to many disease processes. So you can see the age-related.
Normally, oxidative stress, measured by those T-bars, increases with age. But in Dr. McCord's tests, taking just one pill of Protandim a day reversed that trend for everyone at every age, even for an 80-year-old.
They all are reduced to the level of oxidative stress that one would expect, frankly, in a newborn or a very young child.
High oxidative stress is associated with more than aging. It's been linked to hundreds of illnesses.
It's at the very center of many diseases: liver disease, diabetes, emphysema, asthma. I've studied all of these: strokes, heart attacks.
Even mental disease.
Yes,
Depression?
Alzheimer's disease, depression.
Dr. James Crapo with the National Jewish Medical Center in Denver is also researching Protandim for the company. But what about my progress? After nearly 2 weeks now, it's time to get my results. Dr. McCord calculates the numbers. The result? My level of oxidative stress has declined dramatically.
45%, that's excellent.
Just look at where I fall on the graph, before and after.
Which, if extrapolated back, is the level you would see in a newborn baby.
Would you suggest I keep taking this supplement?
I would. I can't guarantee it's going to extend your life. I can't guarantee it's going to eliminate any diseases or cure any diseases.
But we do know that oxidative stress is part of those disease processes. I don't want to wait until I'm 80 years old and find out that I should have taken it.
The company that makes Protandim says its tests show the pill, made from ingredients used for centuries, is absolutely safe. But because it's being sold as a nutritional supplement and not a drug, Protandim does not need FDA approval for safety.
It's the little yellow pill that scientists say could eliminate chronic diseases and help you live well into your hundreds. Quinones has been taking Protandim for 2 weeks now and tells Extra,
I am sleeping better. I feel a lot better, and also energized when I do wake up.
You know, as a patient advocate, I stumbled upon Protandim almost 3 years ago. Someone introduced me to Protandim. I just looked at the research and figured out, hey, wait a minute, I have to take 360 oranges in one day to get the same effect of one pill? Salt.
Antioxidants, okay? These are still good, right?
Oh, not only are they good, but we've breathed a whole new life into this topic. We now know that you can actually boost your own body's defenses without even just taking vitamin C by eating lots of colorful fruits and vegetables. But there's also a new supplement on the market called Protandim that is made from an extract of herbs that actually upregulates and boosts your natural manufacturing of antioxidant enzymes. So this is going to reduce those harmful free radicals, reduce some of that cell damage associated with disease, and this is a double thumbs up.
How do you find the energy to keep doing it night after night? We get a lot of comments. So people have been emailing me and saying they love how you look, like you're ageless. It's incredible. So
I have a secret.
What is your secret?
I have a secret formula, and it's a company called Lifevantage. They came up with a product called Protandim. Now, what causes the aging process is free radicals in our body, oxidative stress. This Protandim stuff, I've been taking it for 2 years.
We have it on the table right there.
Clinically proven to slow the aging process down. It reduces the oxidative stress by 40% in 30 days. So I tested it, and it works. And the nice thing, it's not pharmaceutical. It's real food.
I'm going to have to give it a try.
Boom. So I watched that video back in 2011, and what we've got our hands on today, not only like you heard John Quinones, Donny Osmond say, we are here to help you feel better, look better, and live better. Because face it, guys, who wants to speed up aging, right? We want to slow it down. So we're here to help you feel better, look better, and live better as a company as a whole with our flagship product, Protandim, and then with the opportunity that we have behind it. So let's jump in. This is our flagship product, Protandim. It's been featured on the Today Show, obviously ABC Primetime. In Sanjay Gupta's book, he is a well-known physician, Chasing Life. We are NSF approved, which is a huge thing for sports players, Major League Soccer, baseball, football, as well as a banned substance control group. We are on their certified list, so we are drug-free, which is a great thing to be a part of. Huge universities like LSU, we've been published in the American Heart Association in circulation. And if you go to pubmed.gov, you see here down at the right-hand corner at the bottom, pubmed.gov is the public medical government website. It's approved by the National Institutes of Health, and it's where you go to find all peer-reviewed studies. They have been scrutinized by physicians across the country. So one thing I love being approached by many different opportunities is that we have the validation, we have the science behind it. We're approved for athletes globally, and we're making headway. So a little bit more about the product. Protandim has spawned into several different lines. Protandim is our flagship product. And what I love about it is that it's unique, consumable, and category creating. In order for a company to be successful, their product has to be unique, consumable, and category creating. So what do I mean by that? Well, what we have is the complete approach to anti-aging, wellness, and performance. So when you look at our product line, not only is it rooted in science with peer-reviewed research, we have 8 patents protected globally for the next 25 years, which means there's never going to be a great value brand of Protandim. We own exclusive rights to Nrf2, which is Protandim. The research is listed on lifevantage.com/science. So for those of you who want to learn more about our product line, go to lifevantage.com/science and just dive into the research. I know for me, being kind of a science nerd, it's really exciting to dive into that research. So those of you that like that, we have back-to-back studies. Our 21st study just got published, and we'll show you that here in a second. More on this, when you go to pubmed.gov, I encourage you to type in Protandim. 21 peer-reviewed studies on Protandim. The most recent one was done on runners, which I absolutely love. A good friend of mine is a professor at the University of Louisville, Kentucky, and it's exciting to see people that you know researching the product that you take, you're part of, and that has helped you with your performance, and now proving how well it works across the board. The health effects of Nrf2, and guys, catch this. This is a very important statement that is not only profound, but speaks volumes about the technology we have our hands on. The health effects of Nrf2 may well become the most important, extraordinary therapeutic breakthrough in history. In history. And like you guys saw back in the beginning, Dr. Joe McCord is the most recent recipient of the Elliott Crescent Medal. And when you're talking about the perfect storm to jump into, think about what breakthroughs have happened in history, right? The car, plane, the phone, the light bulb. Think about what our lives would be like without that. Well, each of those inventors, Thomas Edison, Henry Ford, Pierre Marie Curie, the Orville Wright brothers, each one of them was awarded the Elliott Crescent Medal. The most recent recipient of that medal is the founder of free radical biology, Dr. Joe McCord, that discovered Protandim. So since 1977, we are the only historic breakthrough that has happened in history. If that doesn't get you excited about Protandim and what we have our hands on, I don't know what will, because we own exclusive rights to history in the making. So this study is on PubMed. Check it out. It was published in 2011 and really is very exciting. Thank you, Washington State University, for funding this. Prepare to change the look and feel of your skin. Guys, Protandim is for the inside of your body. And what I love about our product line is that LSU did a study on skin cancer. Like you saw a few slides back, LSU is one of the researchers behind this. And they found that Protandim breaks the link in melanoma skin cancer. So what's our largest organ? Well, we see this every day. So prepare to change the look and feel of your skin. We see our skin every day, and sometimes what's going on in the inside directly plays out onto the outside of your skin. So it's important to have the inside out, outside in approach to your health. Protandim for the inside, true science for the outside, which is literally Protandim for your skin. It works 7 layers deep. Most skin regimens only go 2 layers, but we go through the epidermis and the dermis and heal from the inside out and the outside in, so it's a double whammy. I love our skincare regimen. As you can see here, from left to right, the drastic improvements just in as little as 2 weeks, what you can see, happening naturally. Forget Botox, forget the other conventional ways of helping improve your skin and smooth lines and wrinkles. We have the natural way to do that with phytonutrient technology, which is plants. Physique, I'm wearing the Physique shirt. It means smart weight management. Some of the benefits that you can see from literally this lady, she's amazing. I met her at one of our conventions, Elite Academies. She, after 6 weeks, lost 26 pounds and 30.1 inches, a total of 4% body fat loss, doing smart weight management. So Physique is our smart weight management program. We are here to help you optimize the best possible version of yourself. We're not necessarily a weight loss company, but we are a wellness company. So we really want to help you not only optimize the inside and outside of your body, but really help you target what weight is best for you. What is going to help you perform the best? And this is our canine health. It's not a cupcake, but I'm sure all dogs and humans feel this way after taking our products. This is one of my favorite photos. Thank you to my mentor, Brandon Cunningham, for this one. This dog's fantastic, but this is how most pets feel after taking our canine health product. We have Protandim that is specifically formulated for our man's best friend, and so to help dogs with joint function, coat, skin, and overall wellness. So canine health is fantastic, and most people wake up feeling that every morning. And now let's jump into the opportunity. Obviously we have an incredible product line, one that you want to get on yesterday, but here's the deal. And here's why I started training for the marathon, because I was not happy working in corporate America. I had residual bills that were never going away. And, I really didn't, I had kind of like heart palpitations on Sunday evening. And then Monday morning, I'm like, I got to go to work and I've got to work the next week. And what am I going to do? And then you're finally grateful for Friday. Then you try to enjoy Saturday. And then Sunday comes back around again. And then you go through the whole grind again. So guys, think about this. Are you happy? If time and money were not an issue, would you be doing what you're doing right now? And do you love waking up on a Monday? Today's Monday for me right now, and I'm hanging out at 9:30 p.m. doing a webinar. I love Mondays. I get to hang out with people that I love. I get to work with people I truly care about. But back in corporate America, I didn't get to pick my team. I didn't even get to pick my team for athletics. Thank goodness they were awesome people. But do you have residual bills? I think each and every one of us can shake our heads yes and say the bills don't stop coming. Car payments, mortgage payments, insurance, healthcare. I mean, they don't stop, right? So what if you could leverage your income to not only cover those residual bills so that was obsolete, but you started creating residuality that over time gave you time freedom back. So that's what we're here to talk to you about today. So here's a little bit on my story, and you guys heard a lot about it, but I worked for someone else. I'm sure a lot of you on this are either working for someone else or you're in the quadrant. You're either an investor, a business owner, you own your own business, or you're an employee. I was an employee for a pharmaceutical company and working 24/7, literally going through that period from 2008 to 2010 when the real estate market crashed. Well, it affected us in pharmaceuticals. And every 6 months I'd go through a layoff, and being the underdog, I got the territory, I got the work, and was still getting paid the same or less, which is not fair. So, I was tired of getting injured in athletics and not being able to pursue my dreams in the marathon. And I was sick and tired of having residual bills that were never going away. Fortunately, fracturing my foot opened me up to new challenges and adventures. And then, like you guys heard in the beginning, the incredible results I've had on Pro Tandem and now the rest of these products really got me started on this journey. So we're at a crossroads. Every day we have choices to make. Every day we have a decision to do what we're designed to do, what we're going to do in life, and those set you up for either financial success or financial failure. So I encourage you to keep an open mind through this and thank the person that brought you here, because what you're about to uncover is what we like to call the perfect storm. And there's 6 components. We went over a couple already. So the next one is the company. And we talked about the products, but the company behind Pro Tandem started out in penny stock. And we were publicly traded, established in 2003. We've grown from 0 to 200 million in only 4 years. So the exponential growth happening with this company is unparalleled. We have a strong financial foundation with huge growth potential, experienced management team, some of the top leaders in the industry. We know that network marketing is over a $700 billion industry. So having industry leaders coming over to this company is exciting, but it's also attracting the professionals that have been in this industry for 30, 40, 50, 60 plus years are saying, wow, you guys have done it right. So the company is key. Publicly traded on the NASDAQ, the stock ticker is LFVN. You can see the financials. We're completely and ridiculously transparent, which I love. You can see the projections and where we're going and where we've come from. So being honest, open, and ethical is key. The next thing is the trends in the industry. Guys, how many people do you know that are living paycheck to paycheck, just trying to get by? I'm seeing more often than not people who are over 60 working in the Publix, Walmart, Target, McDonald's. It's sad and depressing, but most people don't have $1 million in savings. And in order to be able to retire on between $5,000 and $10,000 a month, residually, you have to have at least $1 million or $2 million saved in the bank vested at a 6% return. And most people don't have that. So what's your plan to have your time back and to retire? Baby boomers are spending billions to feel and look better. We are in the trending and booming health and wellness industry. And what I love about the trends is that us females, high fives through the webinar, we make those who do over $100,000 in salary per year, do it in direct sales. So person-to-person marketing. And us women were phenomenal at that. You know, where'd you get your hair done? Where'd you get your nails done? But guys, you do this too all the time. You know, where's the next game? Where's happy hour? You know, where'd you get your car? So think about that. And then fast forward, the millennials. We live in an industry where it's not only consumer driven, but millennials are being cultured through the Airbnbs, the Uber, through social media to brand themselves and to really just want to work for themselves, to, you know, create their own brand and to be self-sufficient. So the trends are absolutely key. We are in the next $1 trillion industry, being in health and wellness. So those of you who are on this webinar tonight, get excited because you're in the right spot. The system is pretty important. And we all know there is an incredible business out there with, and you know what it is, it's the golden arches, Nike. But McDonald's has an incredible system. They have Hamburger University, and they pump out more burgers than the average human being could possibly do in a day. So they have a proven system. With Lifevantage, we have a proven plan, literally a blueprint. You know, don't reinvent the wheel. If it's proven, just follow the system. So it allows you to plug in right away when you get started and really just have the support, the materials, and the culture and the team to help train you to get you up and running right away, to not only get up and running, but to leverage your investment. And most of our top earners are first timers, which is exciting. We have weekly training calls. We do monthly regional trainings. We actually have a new Elite Academy coming up in a few weeks here. And there's several academies going on around the country on a monthly basis. So the support is there and it's necessary for you to grow and achieve success. Everyone goes through training no matter what job you're in. So imagine having a system that affords you the leadership and development to become self-sufficient and leaders on your own. So you're truly in business not only for yourself, but not by yourself. We have incredible apps as part of this company. There's Instagram, Twitter, social media. There's amazing prospector tools. There is your digital marketing system, your inside out business. There's a shipping and handling department that comes right for you, compliance. All you do is do what the person that brought you to this webinar did and connect people to a video, a person, or an event. This piece is one of my favorite components of the perfect storm is timing. And you all know as an athlete, I love to be first, but no matter who you are or where you are, it's always good to be first. Whether it's just to the first parking spot, to be first in line, first to the checkout in the grocery store, we all want to be first. Timing is critical. If you're not first, you're last, right? And who wants to show up to an opportunity last? Not me. So with this company, with Lifevantage, we are a financially sound company with huge global expansion ahead. We're only in 10 countries, and I say only because when I first joined, we were in 3. Now we're in 10, and we're expanding around the world. So the timing is absolutely critical. It's so exciting. There are new programs and incentives that are speeding up enrollments. So the timing to get in, to be able to try all of our products at one time, share it with people is just phenomenal. And according to the District Selling Association, the 4th bullet down says the first 125,000 distributors will make 80% of commissions. So if you're in the first 125,000 people, you will make 80% of the $1 trillion industry. Now, how many do we have in this company? Rewind to the 3rd bullet. We are less than half. We have 70,000 worldwide. So guys, the opportunity is incredible right now for you to be first to know about this before we hit what's called critical mass. And if you look on the right side, this is the S-curve in business. They teach this from Peter Drucker in global economics. And the first 3 to 5 years is where you make it or break it. We're entering year 7. So we passed that phase and we're gearing up for critical mass, which is momentum, where 80% of business is captured. So new countries will be opening up over the next 4 years, and it's important for you to understand that and to share this with the people that you love and care about the most and the people you want on your team to do life with, because that's what we're here to do. Life from a new vantage point. Now, how do you launch your business? So you understand the timing, the company, the trends, the product, the system. Well, how do you get started? What's the comp plan? How do you benefit from this? So what I love about this is there's a good, better, best. And as you can see on the bottom, we go from Freedom Pack to Vantage Pack to the Platinum Pack. Well, the best way to get involved is obviously to get the Platinum Pack. You're going to leverage your investment, $1,200 investment, and your return on investment is how you get your money back. So let's jump into that. The compensation plan is key. Our company is the only company that gives 50% back to distributors on distributor enrollments, and then 30% on new preferred customers. So in order to get your money back, think about 5 people, and we won't go too deep into the comp plan because it's pretty exciting. There's 6 ways you get paid, but to maximize your investment, think about 3 to 5 people that you'd like to share this with, and then help them generate 5 people in their business. So you share it with 5, they share it with 5. Now you have 25, turns into 125, and soon you have 625 people in your business, and you're making over $60,000 in a year, which is a part-time job. Those of you who understand business, for part-time employment, that's a pretty good deal. Residual income, and this is where it gets really exciting. You know, you're earning income on each level that you work down, and what makes this company very unique is our elite bonus pool. And the 6th way you get paid is the company puts you into a pool of total global revenue. When you hit the elite ranks, you share in 4% of total global revenue. So if we're launching into capturing 80% of growth in $1 trillion industry, think about what that percentage could be for you if you make it to those elite ranks. Well, what are those ranks? We are ranked Pro 1 through Pro 10. And so what I share with each individual is to say, you know, figure out where you want to be on the monthly average, and then what is your goal? So between Pro 1 and Pro 3, an average of $100 to $500. Premier ranks rank between 1,000 and 5,000, and then you get down to the elite ranks, and you're making between $10,000 and $80,000 on a monthly basis. So figure out what would make this opportunity worth it for you, and then get back with the person that shared it with you, and let's set a game plan to get you started and help you leverage your investment so that you're up and running and making money right away. The next really exciting piece in this company is that we were the best performing company in every state ranked by Forbes. The best performing company in every state ranked by Forbes. According to Business for Home, you can download the app on your phone. It's called BFH. Lifevantage was classified as a AAA+ opportunity in all 50 states based on key figures such as revenue, momentum, and poll results. So our company is being really noted by the direct selling industry and MLM News as the company to look at. So, you know, one of the most incredible entrepreneurs of his time, Richard Branson, Sir Richard Branson, says that if someone offers you an amazing opportunity and you're not sure you can do it, just say yes and then learn how to do it later. That's what I did. I jumped in head first and I said, wow, I have no idea what I'm doing, but I'm going to swim up to the top. So that's what we're doing here. Guys, thanks so much for joining us. We look forward to having you on this Lifevantage journey with us. It truly is life from a new vantage point. I'd love to help you with any questions, comments, concerns. And so get back with the person that shared this with you. Let them know how you'd like to get started. And we're here to help. We're here to help you get started. We're here to help you maximize your income. And if you're coming to Elite Academy in October, come find me, give me a hug. And I look forward to having you part of our team. Cheers to our success.